Hi guys, this video is all about my personal experiences with Japanese pedal assist bicycles. I believe I uploaded a video a while back on the technical difficulties and challenges that I faced with this kind of bicycle. However, in this video we'll focus more on my personal takes and how I felt riding these bicycles. So hope you enjoy. So let's get it out of the way. First thing is first. How do I feel riding this bicycle? So it's a bit difficult to imagine, but when you have experience riding an ordinary city bike and when you ride this bike, there's almost negligible changes. Negligible in a sense that the motors and the batteries and the software that runs the motors when you are using the pedal assist bicycle, it's just so seamless. It's as if the designers intended this pedal electric assist bicycle to just be a smooth transition when you are used to riding the normal non-electric city bicycles. So long before, when these things were not yet commonplace, people used to ride the bikes, and when they want a little bit of their effort lifted from them, we placed motors, and these motors are a bit heavy and contain a lot of, they occupy a lot of space. However, in this case, the gearing design of the pedal assist bicycle offsets that. So when you are riding this bicycle, it feels a little bit lighter when you are on the first gear, accelerating from a dead stop. And when the motor assists and then you now shift to the second gear, it feels normal. It's like this motor is just helping you or gliding you through the little bit of incremental speed changes. It's not quite of a kicker or a shock like an ordinary motorcycle, but instead it feels very much like an ordinary city bike. Okay, that's my first impression on this machine. Second, it is like a city bike. You could load up a lot of items, you could place a lot of weight in front, at the back, and you are still comfy riding this thing because you're sitting upright, you don't have a lot of force or pressure on your palm resting on the handlebar like a mountain bike, and when you come to a stop, you don't go off the saddle onto your feet like a mountain bike. You just put one of your legs outward to the ground and you can stand with the bike. You don't have to remove your butt from the saddle. Okay, that's my second impression. All the positive qualities on a normal city bike is transferred to this bicycle with electric motor or electric pedal assist. Another benefit is the maintenance, because city bikes are not used to great quality maintenance. They are just right there. You could just drag them, you could just push them, you could just scratch them all the time and it will still work. Similar to this pedal assist bicycle, it has the quirks of a city bike, it has those locking mechanisms, and it can take the brutality of being a city bike, exposed to the elements, the weather, the scratches, the bumps, all of those stuff it can handle. Even though how simple the bearings are being used here that are very similar to a city bike, these things can run for a long time without maintenance. You still have to clean them, you just have to wipe all the dust, wash it down with water and soap, and you're good to go. Again, it's like a seamless transition. The designers of this pedal assist bicycle were keeping that in mind, that people who are gonna use this are accustomed to using a city bike. Now, for the bad part, this is a city bike, so there are the bad parts of a city bike transferred here. Number one, you can't use this for high speed. You can if you can modify it, but the structure, the aerodynamics of the rider and the bike, and the quality and the kind of parts that you have here are meant for robust transport. It's not meant for high speed or sports. People don't like it, but it's okay because it's not meant to be sporty. It's meant to take you from point A to point B. which you can load, which you can just do anything with it. It can take the brutality. And the downside of this is that the suspension isn't that smooth. Even though you're comfy riding upright, you can feel all the bumps because it doesn't have a suspension, except for the part that the stem is suspended, but it's not that good because your arms are not suspended and you can still feel the shake from the handlebar whenever you pass by some rough patches of road. Well, even though it does have some suspension issues, I still rode it on rough roads and it survived. Although it's not as smooth compared to a mountain bike, it's still a good choice when you need transportation from point A to point B. Again, it's not intended to be a mountain bike, but it can do a little bit of that kind of mountain bike thing. Even so, another disadvantage would be that this one isn't really serviceable. What do I mean? The motor and the batteries cannot be serviced by ordinary technicians. They can be serviced by bike technicians, especially the handlebar, seat post, the chains, but the intricacies of the motors and the batteries, I couldn't ask people out. How do you repair this thing? You have to research it on your own. But maybe there will be a community around this in the future where I won't have difficulty. But for now, I'm really quite impressed on the design philosophy, on the smooth transitioning of the motor, where you can't feel jerkiness at all, and the kind of convenience it gives. Although it has some downsides like a city bike, but its main intention and its main demographic for its target market is in Japan, where most of the people ride their bikes to work, to play, for their groceries, whatever. But here in my place, they don't do that. So it's okay. But overall, I really quite like the experience of this one. I enjoy it, and hopefully you will so too. And if you like this video, please hit that subscribe button and share this to your friends, and hope you have a good day ahead. Thank you and see you next time. Bye bye.